Anyone who knows us well will tell you that we are unwavering in our commitment to the principles of value investing. We study the best, and now we're partnering with the best. AIC is proudly bringing together some of the best value managers on the planet, and we're giving them lead roles on a variety of new and unique AIC funds, all of which are available exclusively to Canadian advisors and investors through AIC. The impressive track records of these managers say a lot about what they've done, but what's even more interesting is to hear how they do it.
Yeah, we like to call ourselves value investors, but we're sometimes characterized as deep value investors. Most of that comes from our contrarian approach to investing. We will generally have industries or companies find us as opposed to us finding those industries and companies. Why? Because they're usually industries or companies that are in a near-term dislocation, having some kind of problem. AIC is a fabulous partner that every day we grow more and more convinced about how fortunate we were to be able to find each other and build our asset management capabilities and distribution in the country of Canada, which were not in existence before our partnership. But really what drew us to the firm was, quite frankly, their aligned interests in investing, their buy, hold, and prosper slogan or mission, if you will, is very much the way in which we think about investing. And being buy and hold investors ourselves, we found our interests aligned as we invested capital.
What we do differently at Ariel is that we approach investing in what you might call an old-fashioned manner. And specifically, our whole thesis is around the idea of patience. And we borrowed our Toto logo from Aesop's fable, who says slow and steady wins the race. It's not a theme that you're hearing about in these days, and when it comes to making money or in the financial markets, you're hearing more about making money quickly. Well, we talk about really creating value over time for our shareholders and creating wealth over time, because that's how wealth is really created.
Like most value managers, we're looking at low PE stocks and companies selling at reasonable valuations with strong balance sheets, good brands. But we spend more time than most of our competitors looking at the management teams of the companies we invest in. We want to know all about the management. Does the CFO and the CEO really have the fire in the belly to make the company special? Are they passionate about their business? Are they honest? Do they have integrity? Do they think long term? Can they attract other talent? So we spend more time getting to know the people who run our businesses than our competitors.
Value investing speaks to the history of the company, of Brookfield and of Brookfield Redding, that we act not as managers but as owners and take great pride in the investment decisions that we make and invest for the long term. We have assets that we've owned for over 100 years in some of our power assets. If we look at a concession for a toll road that is only 20 years, we often think that's too short. We like the long-term assets that are going to give stable cash flows throughout a variety of economic cycles.
If you think about infrastructure and the buy, hold, and prosper motto of AIC, it's the perfect asset class because you're buying assets that have a monopolistic position with long-lived cash flows, that if you can get in, understand, and position yourself in those investments, they last really for decades.
At AIC now, we're pleased to be able to bring to the Canadian marketplace truly best-in-class value investors. This includes Third Avenue, Ariel Capital, Brookfield Redding, and also Loomis Sayles. In the case of Loomis Sayles, they bring to us the opportunity to invest in the global fixed income space, and they have a track record of expertise in this area. This is an organization that has over 70 research analysts and portfolio managers, over $130 billion in assets under management, and a particular focus on fixed income investing. And they've really brought value investing to this space. The leadership at Loomis Sayles, headed up by Ken Buntrock, which we were privileged to have at our Value Investment Conference, and also Peter Frick, have demonstrated, again, a love and passion for this area, and individuals with great character that we've been able to get to know over the last few years, and we're thrilled to be able to work with them.
We are value investors. I think the quote that our chairman, our vice chairman uses best, he feels it's our social mission to provide liquidity to illiquid markets. We are value investors.
By complementing our expertise in global financials, domestic bonds, and Canadian equities with the specialties of Third Avenue, Ariel, Loomis Sayles, and Brookfield Redding, we're building long-term access to the highest value-added capital we can find, anywhere in the world. The best in value investing. On board and online at AIC.com.